Alright, so the title of this video is going to be either one of these two, but I'm just very indecisive, so I just figured I would just let that be known. I thought it'd also be kind of a cool thing if I just kind of like left that in there, so you can be like, oh, well, it could have been that title. I mean, so yeah. Also, before I get into this video, can I just get a quick round of applause for not uploading one video, but 2 videos within the course of a week? I was serious. Anyway, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, where you know the lions stay green and the teabags stay roaring. So for today's video, I just wanted to go over like what it's like being a new YouTuber, you know, like the struggles of being a new YouTuber, like trying to get your name, your brand, trying to get recognition, and essentially how to make it on this platform. Now, you might be thinking like, Jobe, what makes you think that you have the keys to success and that you can tell me how I can succeed on this platform when you yourself haven't even scratched the surface of success? In fact, you haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg, like nonetheless, like scratch the surface of it, bro. Like, actually, no, not even that, bro. You can't even see the iceberg. You're actually in space. You're actually slowly drifting away from the iceberg. And as you're drifting away, you find that you get your ass rammed by the fucking USS Enterprise, bro. Bro, you're warping straight to maximum overdrive. You're heading straight to a data crater. You're the hottest object in the universe, bro. Not an iceberg in sight. Well, I'll tell you why. It's because I've already succeeded up here. It's because I'm gonna put in the work, you know? Like, I'm gonna show the world that I have something to give, and in a world where so many people have already given up on their dreams and decide to confine themselves by the boundaries of like what's realistic, I'm gonna show that I have something to offer. And I feel like I've had that kind of mentality for like years now, and I've actually made statements like this before, but again, I'm a lazy cunt. I should have been on top of this when I was 15, 16 years old, when I first started coming into recognizing this. I'm 18 years old now. I'm starting so fucking late. But I feel like the thing that's really driving me now is, like, I feel like I'm finally coming into the realization that I'm not getting any younger, and like the amount of time that I have for people that actually listen to me is actually getting shorter. Like, you're only young for so long, and now, in this current present, now is the time where you need to be taking the initiative, going after your dreams and what makes you happy. And as cliche as I make it sound, as cliche as anybody would make it sound, really, like, the words, they still hold true, you know? Like, take it from my perspective, like, I'm the laziest guy I know. Like, really. Like, you're gonna get into this mentality where you're gonna keep saying, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. Stop it. Like, you're not gonna do it tomorrow. You're not going to do it tomorrow, you're not going to do it the next day or the day after unless you physically take the initiative to get up off your lazy ass and actually go do something. Like, I've been there, so I know. Stop being an incompetence to yourself and cock-blocking your dreams and your happiness. Like, honestly, make moves now. Make moves now. Really, everything that I'm saying here, it holds no relevancy towards anything unless I can actually put my money where my mouth is. Everything that I'm saying now, it means nothing. And in the future, it could still mean nothing. But it could also mean everything, you know? In the future, I could prove to be the example and the role model that I want to be. And then this could be a video that you guys look back at and it actually holds a lot of weight. But at this current moment right now, in 2017, what month is it? As of August 10th, 2017, this means nothing to nobody. But at the same time, I hold my own fate in my own hands, and so do you. You do. And what I'm talking about right now is kind of tying into like what this video is supposed to be about, how to be somebody. Now, the main focus of this video is supposed to be about, you know, the struggles of being a new YouTuber and getting your name out there and whatever. Like in my last video when I was talking about, you know, like, people trying to establish their brand through vlogging. Like, in other words, people in the eye of the masses being nobodies trying to tell other nobodies what to do without offering any kind of glue to keep their audience engaged in any shape, form, or fashion. And by the way, when I say people are nobodies, I'm talking about it from more of a worldwide perspective and not at all my own. I know it seems a bit pessimistic to label people such as myself and you guys as nobodies, but I feel like it gets my point across a little bit better as opposed to labeling you guys as somebodies, because somebody, it individualizes the scenario and it makes you feel like you're special, as opposed to nobodies, which kind of keeps the situation a little bit more grounded and it generalizes the population, which is kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to talk from the perspective of nobody knows who the fuck you are and nobody knows who the fuck I am, which is kind of like the whole point of this video. It's kind of trying to teach you how to be somebody, if you get what I'm trying to say. Which actually brings me to my first step, recognition. Not everybody recognizes that they're already a somebody, and I just want to make this clear from the get-go. I'm going to be talking from my own perspective now. Nobody's a nobody. Everybody's a somebody, but not everybody gets the recognition of being a somebody just because there are so many buddies who think that they're nobodies, and only those who recognize that they are somebody actually get to be somebody. Either everybody's a nobody or everybody's a somebody. There's no gray area in between. But I like to look at everybody's a somebody just because I like to look at it from a glass full kind of perspective. I just hope this is making sense to someone out there. So yeah, anyway, fellow nobody to nobody. In this video, I'm going to make you recognize me as a somebody. And in order to do that, I know I'm going to have to like entertain you in some kind of way. Which actually brings me to my next step. Intrigue. So what I did actually, I prepared some jokes actually. Here, just give me a moment.
Now, don't you worry, Mr. Krabs. I've saved the best for last, you'll see.
For your sake, I hope you're right.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. We've saved the best for last. Put your hands together for the incomparable
Jobe.
Alright, so the confinements of my universe keep me restricted from my normal stance of postures, so for the remainder of the sketch, I'm gonna have to remain on my knees. So, how y'all doing tonight? Doing alright? No, you're all left. Alright, yeah. You guys like jokes? Alright. Well, I do got a few tricks up my sleeve. No? It wasn't a sleeve per se, but I thought that was kind of funny because it's like, ooh, you weren't expecting that. No. Tough crowd tonight. Alright, well, alright, no biggie. Let's just, get the show on the road. Alright, so, what do you call a sleeping family? Napkins. Because, you know, like how in napkins it's like nap, like sleep, and then kin, which is family, so it's like you put the two together. Napkins. No? Alright, well, if that didn't tickle your fancy, I mean, this one is sure to knock it out of the park. Alright, so, what do you call an unhappy dog?
Bonus.
Okay. No biggie. I've got a few bangers right here. Surely one of them is gonna, you know, make you laugh, I'm presuming. Alright. This one's really good right here. This is my personal favorite. So what do you call a samurai's favorite sword? A Beyblade. Cause let it rip. No, come on, guys. These are bangers. These are guys. Okay, alright. Final joke. This is the grand finale. This is surely gonna be the one that'll you know, sell it. All right. Final joke right here. Final joke. I promise I will soon be out of your guys' fins shortly. All right. Okay, so if lukewarm is a type of warm that's residing on the edge of being too cold, what do you call a type of warm that's residing on the edge of being too hot? Darth warm. Come on. Just get a round of applause for Okay. Well, thank you. Thanks for taking the time out of your night to come here and giving me the opportunity to present in front of you guys. I'm very thankful for that. You guys, please enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks. Now that is quality entertainment. Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's Joe from the future. I do have to apologize. I'm going to be keeping my voice down for the remainder of this video just because I'm just trying to grind it out like last minute. It is 3:30 in the morning right now, and so I'm running on fumes, and plus I don't live by myself too. Like I do live with my mom. She's sleeping in the other room over there, so I don't really want to wake her up or anything like that. But I mean, I did want to go over my last point, kind of half-assed, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. But the last point I wanted to go over was perseverance. Woo! But no, for real, like, I feel like perseverance, it's something that, it's the most important one of the two steps that I had already talked about with you guys, just because I feel like it's a very general, very cookie cutter kind of rule. It can be applied, even outside of like what I'm talking about right now. Like, it doesn't have to just be applied to like entertainment and YouTube and whatever. Like, it's just a very general rule that I feel like everybody should follow. Without perseverance, the other two steps wouldn't necessarily be shit, really, if you don't keep up the pace and stuff like that. And this is the step that I'm that I haven't quite shown or have yet shown to achieve. Just keeping a constant routine going with this whole YouTube thing. But yeah, it's super important. Like, really, it's all about a mentality, like with the other two, with recognizing who you are. I mean, that's just a thing where you essentially just learn to love yourself more. Intrigue, that's something that takes some work to do, but perseverance is kind of like that next level, that next step, where it's like not only do you have to show what you're capable of doing, but you got to do it on a constant basis. You got to persevere. You got to keep going when others have long stopped, and just keep it simple. Like, I feel like the mentality that you really have to take with perseverance is like you have to be very simple-minded about it. You can't overthink it too much. Like, simple words like saying keep going, push yourself, keep grinding, grind don't stop. That's the kind of thing that I feel like you need to keep in your head at all times. Like, I feel like I'm at a point right now, it's like I think about like wanting to persevere and really be successful on this platform so badly. It's like I think about that on like a constant basis. It's almost like a second nature for me to think about it. Like that's what I want to do. Like, when I go to work, I have to be at work in a couple hours. I open. I need to be there at 5:15. So wait, but that's not what that's about. But what I was gonna say was like when I have days and stuff, where I go to work and stuff like that. Like, there's some days I just really don't want to be there, But it's like I try to really envision like the goal in front of me, and I gotta take into account like I gotta go through those hard days in order to make it to the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like, days I walk to work, walk back from work and stuff like that, like it's always like that mentality, especially in the beginning. Like I feel like right now, what I'm doing right now is the hardest part of what I'm doing right now, just because it's like I'm still in that beginning phase, you know? But I feel like if I just really apply myself, and I keep telling myself to keep going and to keep pushing, like keep grinding towards what I want to get to, you know? Perseverance, that's key, you know? The thing I didn't talk about in my last video was like the whole thing that made me lazy, I suppose. It was kind of like when I got a job and I got comfortable, like I got into this routine where it's like, you know, I would work really hard at the job that I was doing, but it's just like I was working hard at the wrong thing, because working at Jamba Juice isn't going to get me anywhere at the end of the day except where I am right now, and I remain stagnant. But like what I'm really trying to do now, I'm really trying to, you know, again apply this step of persevering, and you know, outside of work, I'm trying to do YouTube again, and it's hard, especially, you know, since I'm like just starting it out again, and you know, I just got to keep that mentality, like, you know, like things are gonna get better, you know. This is just a phase. I like to think about life and things in phases and stuff like that. Like I like to think about, you know, no matter how tough it is now, it's like there's gonna be that light at the end of the tunnel, you know. You just gotta keep pushing forward, and you know, chin up, look straight, and just go for what you want, you know. Nothing's impossible. And again, you don't have to take my word for it. I mean, you would have every reason in the world not to take my word for it, you know. I ain't shit. But I'm just saying, I'm just making these claims, I'm making these statements, because I know it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. If I keep going, I'm gonna persevere, you know? So, that's just my 2 cents about the whole thing. I'm sorry that it got kind of boring around the end of it. Now, just to go over everything one more time, recognition. Essentially just having confidence in yourself and your own well-being, and practicing a winner's mentality. Essentially just like recognizing your own worth, intrigue. So essentially, don't just be like everybody else. If you're serious about owning your name, bring a little something more to the table. You know, don't just be a copycat and plagiarize, and you know, even do like similar content. Just like really try to be as original as you can with it, and yeah, because that's what people gravitate towards, differentiation. So, and persevere. So simple shit, you know. Don't give up, keep going, keep grinding, keep pushing. Your efforts will be worth it. Now, if you follow my little guide and you keep these key points in mind, I assure you that one day you too can rip it. Subscribe. See, I know what you were thinking. You were thinking, as soon as this guy zoomed into his face, in that exact same second, he would cut off the video in a little jump cut like that. No. You're poorly mistaken, my friend. I'm personally going to oversee that you subscribe to my channel. And I know you're thinking, Jobe, you're going to go away. It's going to happen soon. It's not. And I know you went and you just checked that time bar, went to see how much longer this video is, thinking to yourself, you're just going to go away when the video ends. Nah, I'm not. You just gotta take my word for it. I've hacked your computer. This is happening live now. This video's never gonna end unless you subscribe. You can't do anything to your computer. Your computer is frozen. But don't use your hands. Don't move the mouse or anything. Just take my word for it. You moved the mouse, didn't you? That's awkward. But I'm just saying I'm not going anywhere. So, are you comfortable with this? Personally, I've never been more comfortable. I can do this all day, all night, no matter what part of the world you are. I mean, you know, it could be day or night. I could do all of that and then some. You're just gonna tire yourself out. You're still here, huh? Still haven't subscribed? It's fine. I don't mind. Oh shit, the end cards. Yo, listen. You think I do this for the laughs? You think I do it for the jokes? For the memes? No. What are you, fucking gay? My time is valuable. Listen, if you subscribe now, it'll be easier for you, for me. I know you think I'm going somewhere, but I'm not.